Hello everyone. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Myself Esha and I am your physics educator for your NEET examination. I hope all of you are as excited and really enthusiastic and filled with energy for your re-NEET exam, which is just in 1 week on 21st of June. So, for your re-NEET examination, NTA has just released official notification wherein they have mentioned the pointers which talk about the major changes which are being implemented for this year's re-NEET examination. So today in this video we are going to talk about those big major changes. So let's get started with our today's video. So my dear students, if you visit NTA's official website right now, you will see that there is an official notification wherein they are talking about you will see on the very first row they have released this public notice on on 12th of June, that is today itself, right? And on in this notice, if I talk about, they have mentioned 8 pointers. The 8 pointers are talking about the major changes which are going to be implemented in this year's exam. The very first point, if you see, they have mentioned that the NT is committed to ensuring that NEET UG 2026 is going to be conducted in a fair, secure, and a responsive manner, and they will be very responsive to the needs of the candidate. And some major changes have been implemented. You will see that as a part of this effort, a few candidate friendly changes have been introduced. And mind it that all these changes mentioned in today's notice are actually being implemented for your 21st June exam, right? And they have also written that in this notice that these changes will be introduced for your NEET UG scheduled on 21st of June 2026. Moving on now, the biggest change which was announced earlier as well is that you will be getting 15 extra minutes in your exam. You will see that second point mentions that based on the feedback received from candidates over the years, examination window has been extended to 195 minutes. Earlier you were getting 180 minutes for 180 questions, but right now you will be getting 195 minutes for 180 questions. That is, the timing for your exam will be 2 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. And this time will include the required for mandatory examination formalities such as signing of attendance sheets and other invigilation procedures. So earlier what used to happen is that many a time students complained that sometimes the invigilator comes for getting a attendance sheet signed, or you have to sign on any other document, and that actually leads to a lot of wastage of time. So that actually impacted the students examination, because it breaks the flow if someone interrupts in between. So this thing has been addressed, this issue has been addressed right now, and for this purpose they are giving 15 extra minutes. So now your paper is going to be till 5:15. And you will see that they have also mentioned the same thing, that the revised examination window has been designed to ensure that candidates are able to utilize the intended examination time without feeling the administrative processes are taking away from their opportunity, right? So they have mentioned the same pointer. Now moving forward, so that was about the second point. If you see in the third point, now this is one of the biggest and one of the most important changes, one of those changes which will actually help you people who are going to give your exam on 21st. This was a really needed change, and this time this thing has been heard. So now you will be getting a extra space for your rough work. So earlier, like they have mentioned, the space available for rough work in the question paper booklet has been increased. This space has been increased, and this space has been increased by 2 pages. So earlier you were getting 2 rough work, 2 pages for doing your rough work. Now you will be getting 4 pages for doing your rough work. And that too, they have how they have arranged the rough work, that is also interesting, and that is also really helpful. So this is the first big change, that you will be getting plus 2 additional 2 rough work pages. Now, like earlier what used to happen was students had to you have to solve your questions in a very small space, and many a times you wrote some digit wrong, or those kind of things usually happen. So now you will be getting 2 extra pages. Moving forward to the next point, it says that another important change relates to the design of the question paper booklet. So in terms of design, they are now talking about that how these 4 rough work pages will be structured. So earlier, rough work pages were provided only at the end of the booklet. You must have seen that earlier what used to happen is, after your all the questions, the like all 4 sections are completed, the 2 rough pages were attached in the end of the booklet. And if you're solving, for example, any physics question, then you have to, like, move to the end last page, and you had to shuffle your booklet to and fro, and many a times it leads to wastage of time. But right now, this arrangement has been changed. While this arrangement worked well for many candidates, feedback initiated that it was less convenient for some. So now, and particularly for left hand candidates. So, right now, what design change has been done to the paper is that 2 rough work pages have now been placed immediately after the instruction page. So, usually, what happens is, the very first page of your examination booklet, of your question paper booklet, is of the instructions, and now just after the instruction page they have attached 2 pages for rough work, and after those 2 rough work pages, from the third page your question paper booklet will actually start, right? So they have attached 2 pages at the start, and then while 2 pages will continue to be available at the end, the last 2 rough work pages are as it is. Additional 2 rough work pages are attached, are given now in the start of your examination. This revised layout has been incorporated in both English as well as regional language versions of the question paper. So this is one of the most helpful change, I believe, for all the NEET UG candidates. Now, the last point, the fifth point mentions that NTA believes that even small improvements in examination design can have a positive impact during a high stakes examination. These measures have been introduced with objective of marking the examination process more comfortable and candidate friendly while maintaining the highest standards of fairness. The last point says that candidates are advised to read the instructions given in admit card and information bulletin carefully and cooperate with the examination staff for the smooth conduct of the examination. So you will see that these changes are one of the biggest changes and most student friendly changes which have been implemented by NTA, and I believe these changes will actually help you during your exam. So now you still have 1 week, and it's good that they have released these, they have already notified you people of these changes. So now in this 1 week you can tweak, and you can adjust or change your strategy for attempting the examination, keeping these things in mind. I hope today's video is helpful for you in knowing the what changes are actually being implemented. And do make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We are bringing long marathons, subject wise marathons for you people, starting from tomorrow for your revision of the NEET examination. So thank you so much for watching today's video. See you in the next video.